Your avocado tree may not be unlucky. It may be inviting pests in. If you keep seeing ants crawling up the trunk, sticky leaves, black dusty patches, curled new growth, tiny white insects, brown spots, or leaves that look tired even after watering, the real problem may not be the pest you can see. The real problem may be what your tree is offering them. Soft, new growth, sticky honeydew, hidden leaf undersides, weak roots, too much nitrogen, too much stress, and sometimes, the biggest mistake of all, spraying before you understand what is happening. Because pests don't just appear for no reason. They follow signals, and once you learn those signals, you can stop fighting the same battle every few weeks. So in this video, we're going to look at why avocado trees attract pests, what those pests are actually responding to, and the simple changes that make your tree much less inviting. By the end, you'll know the difference between a pest problem and a tree care problem while wearing a pest costume. Here's the thing most people miss. When an avocado tree gets pests, most gardeners immediately ask, "What can I spray?" But the better question is, why did they choose this tree? Because pests are not looking for a random fight. They are looking for easy food, easy shelter, and easy protection. An avocado tree can become attractive to pests when the leaves are tender and full of fresh growth. It can become attractive when ants discover a sugary food source. It can become attractive when the canopy is too dense and hidden insects are protected from predators. It can become attractive when the roots are stressed and the tree can't defend itself properly. And this is why two avocado trees in the same yard can behave very differently. One tree stays clean. The other becomes a pest hotel. Same garden, same weather, same season, but not the same signals. So today, don't think of this as pest control only. Think of it as pest prevention through better tree reading. Your avocado tree is going to tell you what's wrong. You just need to know where to look. And the first place to look is not the fruit. It's the newest, softest growth on the tree. One of the easiest ways to accidentally attract pests is by pushing the tree too hard. This often happens when a gardener sees slow growth and thinks, "Let me help it." So they add fertilizer. Then a little more. Then they prune hard. Then the tree responds by pushing out soft, tender shoots. At first, that looks like success. Fresh green leaves, new flushes, fast growth. But to many sap-sucking pests, that soft growth is exactly what they want. Tender new leaves are easier to pierce. They're easier to feed from. And when the tree is producing lots of soft growth too quickly, pests like aphids, mealybugs, mites, and similar insects can build up faster than the gardener expects. This is why a very green tree is not always a balanced tree. Sometimes, too much fast growth means the tree has become too soft. The fix is not to starve your avocado tree. The fix is to stop forcing it. Use fertilizer carefully. Don't keep adding nitrogen just because the tree looks slow. Avocados can grow in flushes, meaning they may sit quietly for a while, then push growth when conditions are right. And avoid heavy pruning unless there is a good reason. Hard pruning can trigger tender regrowth, and tender regrowth is often more attractive to pests than mature, tougher leaves. So if pests keep attacking the newest leaves first, ask yourself this: have I been pushing the tree to grow faster than it's ready to grow? Because sometimes the pest problem begins with kindness. Too much help becomes the invitation. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest clues: sticky leaves. If your avocado leaves feel shiny, wet, or sticky, that is usually a sign that something has been feeding above them. Many sap-sucking insects take in plant sap and leave behind a sugary waste called honeydew. That honeydew lands on leaves, stems, and even fruit. Then something else happens. Black, sooty mold can grow on that sticky surface. It may look like the tree has a disease, or like dirt is collecting on the leaves. But very often, the black mold is not the original problem. It is a symptom of the honeydew, and the honeydew is a symptom of insects. So if you see black, dusty patches on leaves, don't just wipe the leaf and think the problem is gone. Look above it. Look under nearby leaves. Look along stems. Look for soft scale, mealybugs, whiteflies, and other tiny sap feeders. This is where many gardeners lose the battle. They treat what they can see, but they don't find the colony that is producing the mess. A sticky avocado tree is not just dirty. It may be feeding an entire pest system. And once honeydew appears, another group of visitors often shows up fast. Ants. If you see ants going up and down your avocado tree, pay attention. A few ants wandering around is not always a disaster, but steady ant trails are a major clue. Ants love honeydew, and when ants find insects that produce honeydew, they don't always treat those insects like enemies. They may protect them. That means the ants can interfere with the helpful insects you actually want in your garden, like lady beetles, lacewings, parasitic wasps, and other natural predators. So now, the problem becomes bigger. You don't just have sap-sucking pests. You have pest bodyguards. This is why some trees never seem to recover naturally. The beneficial insects may be there, but ants are disturbing the balance. So if your avocado tree has sticky leaves and ant trails, don't start by spraying the top of the tree again and again. Start by breaking the ant highway. Trim branches that touch fences, walls, or other plants, because ants may be using them as bridges. Keep the trunk area clear. Use a proper tree-safe sticky barrier if suitable, but protect young or sensitive bark first and follow product instructions carefully. The goal is simple. Stop ants from farming the pests. Once the ants are controlled, natural enemies often have a much better chance of doing their job. And this is one of those moments where the garden suddenly makes sense. You thought the ants were random. They were showing you where the sugar was. Now let's go below the soil. Because sometimes pests attack the leaves because the real weakness is in the roots. Avocado trees are sensitive about drainage. They don't like sitting in soggy soil. They also don't like drying out completely for too long. When the roots are stressed, the whole tree becomes stressed. And stressed trees are easier targets. A tree with root trouble may show yellowing leaves, leaf drop, weak new growth, burned-looking edges, or a canopy that never seems full. And when the tree is already struggling, even a moderate pest problem can feel huge. So before blaming every insect, check the growing conditions. Is water draining properly? Is mulch helping protect the soil? Or is the trunk buried and damp? Is the tree being watered deeply but not constantly? Is it planted in a spot where heat, wind, or reflected sunlight is beating it up? This matters because pest control on a stressed avocado tree is like wiping water from the floor while the pipe is still leaking. You may get temporary relief, but the problem keeps coming back. A stronger tree is not invisible to pests, but it is less likely to collapse under them. So give the roots what they need: oxygen, steady moisture, good drainage, and protection from extremes. That is not exciting advice, but it works. And sometimes the most powerful pest control is simply fixing the reason the tree was weak in the first place. Pests love places where you don't look. The underside of leaves, tight branch junctions, crowded interior growth, leaves touching walls, low branches resting on other plants. These hidden areas give pests shelter. They also make it harder for you to notice the problem early. By the time you see yellowing leaves or black sooty patches, the insects may have been there for weeks. So build a habit of checking the tree the right way. Don't just look at the top of the leaves. Lift the leaves. Look underneath. Check the newest shoots. Check the stems. Look for white fuzzy patches, tiny flat bumps, sticky shine, black residue, webbing, or small insects that fly up when the branch is disturbed. This one habit changes everything. Because early pest control is easier, cheaper, and gentler than late pest control. If you find a small colony early, you may be able to remove affected leaves, wash the area with water, prune lightly for airflow, or encourage natural predators. But if you wait until the whole canopy is sticky, the problem becomes harder. The tree doesn't need to be heavily opened up. Avocados can sunburn, so don't strip the canopy. But it does help to remove dead twigs, crossing growth, and branches that create pest bridges. Think of it as making the tree easier to inspect and harder to hide in. A clean, readable canopy is a less inviting canopy. Now, let's talk about the mistake that feels productive but can backfire. Spraying first. When people see pests, they want action, fast action. But if you spray without identifying the pest, without checking for ants, without checking the underside of leaves, and without understanding the tree's stress, you may only knock the problem back for a short time. Even worse, harsh, broad sprays can reduce beneficial insects. And when natural enemies disappear, sap-sucking pests can rebound. That is why the better plan is not spray everything. The better plan is step by step. First, identify what you're dealing with. Second, wash off what you can with a firm stream of water, especially on reachable young trees. Third, manage ants if they are present. Fourth, remove small, heavily infested sections if the tree can handle it. Fifth, correct the care issue. That could mean reducing excess nitrogen, fixing bad watering, improving drainage, or opening a dense hidden canopy. Then, only if the pest pressure is still high, use a gentle option like insecticidal soap or horticultural oil, following the label carefully. And never treat like you're angry. Treat like you're precise. Spray only where needed. Avoid hot parts of the day. Avoid stressing the tree further. Be careful around flowers and beneficial insects. Test a small area first if the tree is sensitive. The goal is not to punish the tree. The goal is to reset the balance. Because the healthiest gardens are not pest-free. They are pest-managed. There is a big difference. So let's turn this into a simple 7-day avocado pest reset. Day 1. Inspect. Take 5 minutes and look closely. Check the newest growth, undersides of leaves, stems, and branch joints. Look for sticky shine, ants, black sooty mold, fuzzy white patches, flat-scale bumps, webbing, or tiny insects. Day 2. Wash. Use water to rinse leaves and dislodge pests where possible. Focus on the undersides. This alone can reduce small populations and make the tree easier to monitor. Day 3. Block the ants. Watch where they are coming from. Remove plant bridges. Keep branches from touching walls and fences. Use safe trunk barriers only according to instructions. Day 4. Prune lightly. Remove dead twigs, crowded interior pieces, and small, heavily infested tips. Don't over-prune. Don't expose the trunk and major limbs to harsh sun. Day 5. Check your feeding. If you recently gave the tree a lot of nitrogen, slow down. Let the growth harden. A tree that grows steadily is often better than a tree forced into soft flush after soft flush. Day 6. Support the roots. Check drainage. Adjust watering. Keep mulch around the root zone, but not piled against the trunk. A strong root system helps the tree tolerate pressure above ground. Day 7. Treat only if needed. If pests are still active and the infestation is heavy, choose a gentle, targeted option and follow the label exactly. Then keep watching, because the real win is not killing every insect today. The real win is making your avocado tree a place where pests struggle to build a colony tomorrow. Here's the big shift. Your avocado tree does not attract pests because it is doomed. It attracts pests when the conditions around it make pest life easy. Soft growth gives them food. Honeydew brings ants. Ants protect the colony. Dense leaves hide the problem. Weak roots reduce the tree's strength. And random spraying can disturb the natural enemies that would have helped you. So the real question is not, what spray kills avocado pests? The real question is, what invitation am I accidentally sending? Once you remove the invitation, the whole system changes. The ants slow down. The sticky leaves stop returning as quickly. The new growth hardens. Beneficial insects come back. The tree becomes easier to inspect. And pest problems become smaller, earlier, and easier to manage. That is the difference between chasing pests and managing the tree. One keeps you reacting. The other puts you back in control. So if your avocado tree keeps attracting pests, start with the clues. Sticky leaves point to honeydew. Honeydew points to sap-sucking insects. Ant trails point to protected pest colonies. Soft new growth may point to too much nitrogen or heavy pruning. Weak leaves may point to root stress. And a dense canopy may be hiding the real problem from you. Don't panic. Don't spray blindly. Don't assume the tree is finished. Read the signs. Fix the conditions. Then treat only what still needs treating. Because a healthy avocado tree is not just a tree with fewer pests. It is a tree that no longer makes pest life easy. Now check your avocado tree today. Not tomorrow, today. Look under 3 leaves. Check 1 new shoot. Follow 1 ant trail if you see it. Then come back and tell me what you found. Sticky leaves, ants, white fuzz, black mold, curled new growth. And if you want more simple fruit tree fixes like this, subscribe and watch the next avocado care guide on this channel. Your tree is probably already giving you clues. You just learned how to read them.